When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. The Spartans will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Oregon Ducks offense will have the opening possession of the game. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Quarterback making checks. Moore to the air. It's complete to the left. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's brought down at the 6th, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the rest.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! Looking for room. It's Burrell. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Spartans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Parachek. Can't get him to the ground. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
runs through a tackle.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Spartans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back on the move. Turning it on! All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Physical running style. Maybe the patron saint of that for Michigan State is T.J. Duckett.
Oh, the big fella. And that reminds me of Michigan State football. That's who they are, right? The physicality. They're gonna be blue collar. They're gonna roll up their sleeves, and make no mistake, every game you play against them, if you don't match the physical challenge, you will lose.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Spartans in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Got his man quickly. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. Opening play of the drive from the 39. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and sprint.
Breaks into the open. 10. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands.
Trying to get it in. And he takes it in from the... They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He'll take it himself. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. You think about Michigan State D-line and Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability.
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory.
Tell you what, when you come out. Own end zone. You know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the tackle.
Touchdown, Sparty! All that. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're off to a really strong start and operating with a 14-10 lead. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Right on the money. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. A 1st and 10 for this offense. The give to the back. There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Moore will throw. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So 1st down here as they go back to work. On the ground, it's Green. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue.
Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. Looking for the end zone. And he... on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Fires and picked off. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Off the play fake on 1st down. Extending the play. Got him downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally... Stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency. And
he's trying to get it in. Into the end. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Burrell. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
it's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on. Right now, you're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Give to the running back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He'll sneak it.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They've been running it, but now the pass. Got it in the middle. It's Burrell. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. Let's talk a bit about Michigan State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 22. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They're going back to the ground. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed.
Turning it on. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Dang, that's unfortunate. I wish I could say I've never seen that before, but I've seen Reese run routes. You know, when we go to all these different stadiums and call these games, we go on the field and do a spin session before the game. That looked just like Reese Davis.
Might be changing the route. Wide receiver comes in motion. Moore to the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Oregon! They... Here we go. Do the show. Right. Off the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Perry. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Jacobs. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Marsh. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Moore will throw. Here comes the heat. Pulls it in. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. A strike downfield. And he strides his way into... Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for space, it's Hill. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Fires to the right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Off-play action on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. He's got an open man. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Moore to the air. He'll pull it down and run. Short gain on the play before he slides. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And the Ducks in the hurry-up. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem.
Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's square.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and took it on in. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run from the shotgun. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
With the catch, it's Burrell. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Back to throw. It's Childs. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marsh. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs.
There he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And offense offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Childs. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass.
Looking deep down the right side. Got it in stride inside the 20. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Looking, just plowing ahead. Touch. It's in a bunch formation. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Might be looking to run. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. Moore will throw. Got the quick pass. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gonna run it. It's Harris. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Ducks are rolling down the field. In the red area, it's Davison. And the ball squirted out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, the offense has a nice lead here in the 2nd half, but if they're going to win this game, they're going to have to hold on to the football, and they are very lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
Motion from the wideout. He might want another play. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6. Back to pass, it's Childs. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Spartans want to move quickly.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. It's complete.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Marsh. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Just keeps slinging it. That's caught. It's McCray. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a 1st down just outside the red zone. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snags it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the knee stopped him at the 2. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty! See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Steps away. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Duck! They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Childs. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Finds his man. It's McCray. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And this is dropped. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send the... fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football. The clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
You know, there are probably a lot of coaches out there with a lead like this that would like to run the ball and see if they could ice this game and bleed the clock. Not this coaching staff. They are going to be aggressive. They are going to continue taking shots.
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon! The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Childs. Good timing on the quick out. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
It's so hard to get to quarterbacks when they get the ball out of their hands this fast. Great job understanding what the defense is doing, right away assessing, hitting the corner route right off the jump.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Hit as he throws. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Bringing it back. The 30. He's at the 20.
Well, man, we've seen explosive. Firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships.
Trying to get it in, and they're going to score again. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys. And